Good morning, friends. The topic which we are going to discuss today is like how to incorporate a company in Dubai. So, if you want to cover or if you want to start any kind of a company in Dubai, then we are going to discuss in detail. So, the topic and the question framework is in such a way that we will ask the question and we will answer the question. So, the next question or my first question would be, what is a mainland company? A mainland company is a business entity registered with the Department of Economic Development of a specific emirate. It can conduct business freely across the entire UAE. So, mainland company is being defined as a registered entity under the DED zone or a specific emirate, I'll say. So, it can conduct business freely across the entire UAE. So, there is no restrictions, nothing. So, the first question is being answered over there. The second question is, what is a free zone company? A free zone company is a business entity registered within one of the UAE's many special economic zones. Each free zone has its own independent authority, laws, and regulations. So do adhere with the same. There is free zone. Free zone have different business entity registration within one. Okay. And apart from this, there are many special economic zones. Each free zone has its own independent authority, law, and regulations. So you need to adhere with the same and you need to know about the same. My next question would be, the third one will be, what is the main difference between them? The primary difference is market access. Mainland companies can operate anywhere in the UAE, while free zone companies are restricted to operating within their specific free zone or internationally. So how many free zones are there in the UAE? There are 40 free zones across the UAE, with the majority located in Dubai. So the 90% or the 95% zones will be in Dubai only. Each free zone typically caters to a specific industry such as media, healthcare, technology, or else. Which one is the better for my business? The better option depends entirely on your business activity, target market or target audience segment, or long-term goals. If your business needs to interact directly with the local UAE market, a mainland company is ideal. If your focus is on international trade and 100% foreign ownership, a free zone is a strong contender for the same. So, what is the ownership and legal structure kind of things which we are going to discuss now? So, the main focus will be ownership and legal structure. Can a foreigner own 100% of a mainland company? Yes, recent changes in the law allow for 100% foreign ownership for most business activities on the mainland, eliminating the need for a local sponsor in many sectors. So this is the main thing they have provided. Like I'll say, eliminating the need of a local sponsor in many sectors. What is the ownership structure in a free zone? Free zones have always offered 100% foreign ownership. You need not to worry about the ownership pattern, which is one of their main attractions. You don't need a local partner or sponsor. So what will be a local partner or a sponsor, I'll say? Previously, for most commercial activities, a local sponsor or a UAE national had to hold 51% of the shares in a mainland company. While this is no longer mandatory for many sectors, some activities still require the same. In professional services, a local service agent is required for administrative purposes, but they do not hold any kind of shares. So you need not to completely write that in a way that local sponsor or local agent are the same people. They are different and they have different rules as well, I'll say. What is the legal structure of a mainland company? Common legal structure include limited liability companies, sole proprietorships, and civil company. What is the legal structure of a free zone company? Free zone establishment or a free zone company are common legal forms, and FZE has one shareholder, while an free zone company can have multiple shareholders. So this is the main difference, or I'll say the main turning point or a churning point, I'll say. Business operation and market access. Can a mainland company do business in a free zone? Yes, a mainland company can operate and conduct business with companies inside a free zone. So a mainland company can do business in a free zone, obviously can operate and conduct business with companies inside a free zone. Can a free zone company do business on the mainland? Not directly. So this point need to be concerned, or this point need to be noted. But mainland company cannot do business directly in a free zone. The free zone company can only trade on the mainland by setting up a branch of its free zone company on the mainland, or by engaging a local agent or distributor. So you need to have a local distributor or an agent. You need to have this thing in mind before going further. Can a mainland company bid for government projects? Yes, mainland companies can bid for and secure government contracts and tenders, giving them a significant advantage. Another question of mine will be, can a free zone company bid for government projects? No, free zone companies are generally not eligible to bid for government projects or contracts. So you need to keep this in mind before going ahead for free zone companies if you are bidding for government projects. Are there restrictions on business activities? Mainland companies have a broad range of over 2,000 permitted business activities. This needs to be well pointed out before going further in any kind of investment as a mainland company, that there is a broad range of 2,000 permitted business activities. So you need to create at least a knowledge of 2,000 business permitted activities. Free zones, however, are often industry specific and have a more limited list of allowed activity. So this can be below 2,000. Keep this in mind. So these all depend on target and business activities and everything, like mainland and free zone. So before going ahead, do consult your advisor well, and the advisor must be having a good knowledge, good experience or exposure related to the same. Or if you have any query related to the same, you can get connected with us on the given number. So setup cost and office space. Is setting up a mainland company expensive? Mainland startups are generally more expensive than free zones, primarily because of the mandatory physical office space requirements and higher government fees. Is setting up a free zone company cheaper? Yes, free zone setups are more often cost effective, especially for startups, as many offers flexible office solutions like FlexiDesk or virtual office, which significantly reduce your overheads cost. What are the office requirements for a mainland company? A physical office space is mandatory, and the size directly impact the number of visas you can apply for. A minimum of 200 square feet is often required. So you need to have this thing in mind. What are the office requirements for a free zone company? Most free zones offer a range of options, from flexi desks and shared offices to dedicated physical offices. This flexibility is a major benefit for startups and freelancers. So you need to have this thing in mind while having a flex for startups and freelancing. What are some of the initial costs for a mainland company? Initial costs include the trade license fees, the name reservation fees, memorandum of association notarization, and the cost of renting a physical office. These things need to be put into the mind. Put this into your mind before setting up your mainland company in Dubai. What are the some of the initial costs for a free zone company? Costs include license fees, registration fees, the cost of your chosen office space. These fees can vary significantly based on different free zones. I have told you before that in my previous discussion, also in this video also, that 40 economic zones are over there and 90% of them in Dubai only. What are the taxation and custom norms for Dubai? Are mainland companies subject to corporate tax? Yes, mainland companies are subject to a 9% corporate tax on taxable income exceeding AED 375,000. Are free zone companies subject to corporate tax? Free zone companies that meet specific criteria, like maintaining adequate substance and not deriving any or not deriving income from mainland, can benefit from a 0% corporate taxation norms. Is VAT applicable for both? Yes, a standard 5% VAT is applicable for the most goods and services in the UAE, regardless of whether the company is in the mainland or a free zone. What about custom duties? We are going to discuss this in a detailed version, but we are going to discuss in a smaller version of this. Mainland companies are subject to custom duties when importing goods into the UAE. Free zone companies, however, enjoy exemptions on import and export duties within their free zones and re-exporting goods. So keep that in mind if you are going for exports. Visa and employees. Are there visa limits for mainland company? No, there are no inherent limit. The number of visas in mainland company can apply for is directly tied to the sizes of the physical office space. So many people who are watching this video might be asking or going to ask in the comment section of this video that the person is just reading and reading it loud. But do you know why I am reading? Because reading in the form of a way where we can connect. You can ask your question through the help of a comment box which is being there or which is being present in this video, below this video. So you can get connected with us and we can discuss the same. And if you have any query related like to start any company in Dubai or something like that, you can get connected with us by just prefixing +91 and the number given below, which is being scrolled on a horizontal manner into a yellow strip. Are there visa limits for Freezone companies? Number of visas is generally capped based on the package or a chosen package or a office size. A flexi desk may allow for 1 to 2 visa, while a dedicated office allow for more. Can a mainland company hire anyone? Mainland company can hire both local and international talent, have the flexibility to sponsor as many employees as their office space allows. Can a free zone company hire anyone? Free zone companies can hire employees, but the visa processing is handled by the special free zone authority. Employees are tied to that free zone. Can an employee from a free zone company work on the mainland? Generally, employees with a free zone visa can only work with their free zone. To work on the mainland, they would require a separate work permit or a visa. So what is the registration and licensing now? What is the main regulatory authority for mainland companies? DED, I have told you in the above discussion as well for the respective Emirates. Dubai Economic and Tourism is the board in Dubai. I have told you in the main regulatory board. What is the main regulatory authority for free zone companies? Each free zone has its own free zone authority that governs their laws, the regulations, their businesses, their jurisdiction, their everything. Is the registration process different? Yes, the mainland registration process involves multiple approvals from DED and other government entities. Free zone registration is typically faster and more streamlined as you only need to deal with a single FZA. What is a trade name? A trade name is your company's official name which must be approved by the DED or the FZA. What is a trade license? Trade license is the official permit required to operate your business legally in the UAE. Expansion and growth, we are going to discuss about the same right now. Can a mainland company open branches in other Emirates? Yes, a mainland company can open branches anywhere in the UAE with a relative case. Can a free zone company open branches in other Emirates? A free zone company can open a branch in another free zone. To open a branch on the mainland, it must register a separate mainland entity. You need to know about the same. What if the business grows and I want to shift from a free zone to mainland? You would need to cancel your free zone license and then apply for a new mainland license through DED. The process is treated as a new business setup. Can a free zone company have a dual license? Like some free zones such as the Dubai Multi Commodity Center allow for a dual license which permits a free zone company to also hold a mainland license for certain activities, offering the best of the both worlds. Other key consideration which we are going to discuss is like, are mainland companies required to conduct an annual audit? Yes, mainland companies must submit an annual audit report to the relevant authorities. Are free zone companies required to conduct an annual audit? The requirement for an annual audit varies between free zones. Some like DMCC mandate it while others do not. Are there different laws for both? Obviously, yes, mainland companies are governed by the commercial companies law of the UAE. Free zone companies are governed by the specific rules and regulation of their respective free zone authorities, which I have told earlier in the video many times ahead. Okay, what is the advantage of a free zone for logistics and trade? Free zones are often strategically located near ports and airports with excellent infrastructure and simplified custom procedures, making them ideal for import and export and logistics business. So this is the main kick. If you are in any kind of exports, imports, logistics, go for free zone without thinking about the next point. What is the advantage of a mainland for professional services? For professional services, mainland company allows you to engage clients, operate across the entire UAE without any geographical limitations. So if you are going for this, then go ahead with this. Which one is better for freelancer? Many free zones offer specific freelancer permits or licenses that are cost effective and tailored for individual professionals, making them a popular choice. How long does it take to set up a company in each? A free zone company can typically be set up in few days or a few weeks. depending on the time concerned or given. The mainland company can take longer due to multiple government approvals required. Can I open a bank account with both licenses? Yes, you can open a corporate bank account with either mainland or free zone license. Is there a capital requirement for either? While some free zones have a minimum share capital requirement of AED 50,000, many have removed this. For mainland companies, the capital requirement varies based on the business activities and legal structure. To add an additional point or a noting point to this point, I'll say just carry a right approach to enter into mainland or free zone. Just try to have an advisory opinion from a right consultant or a professional person who have right kind of exposure or experience, who have rich experience, rich exposure. He have done many things, or any like you are going to go deep into the sense or something else. So if you have any query related to the same, you can get connected with us. We have given a number to you, but to go ahead with the number, you need to prefix +91. Can I own a business in both? Yes, you can have a mainland company and a free zone company simultaneously to leverage the benefits of both jurisdictions. What is the most important factor to consider before choosing? The most important factor is your business activity and target market. Everything else, cost, ownership, regulation, stems from this initial decision. So I have told you right in the beginning itself what things need to be done, how needs to be done, and how you have to go ahead with the same. So if you have any query, you can get connected with +91 990694230 on WhatsApp or call, whatever you know.
दोस्तों ये वीडियो कहीं से कहीं तक किसी भी तरीके का एडवर्टीजमेंट ना है, ना इसे माना जाए, ना इसे समझा जाए। सिर्फ एक ट्यूटोरियल वीडियो है नॉलेज पर्पसेस के लिए। थैंक यू।